I've tried to figure this out, and I've tried to put together a flow of events here. In August 14, you went to rehab for 10 days, right, Waco?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For alcoholism.
For alcoholism.
Yes.
Okay. And then as we move along, in January of this year, this is when you and Stacy fight, and you stop contact between your child and Stacy, correct?
Yes, sir.
Why? You thought it was just not safe, unstable?
She was physical with me, and I realized that she hadn't changed since I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
And I thought she had changed. That's why I let her see her originally, but she hasn't changed.
Okay, and did you attack him in the front yard?
No. Everything he told you was false.
You did slap him, right?
Yes?
Okay.
Where is that in the
So May 7th, then,
I didn't file a police report because I saw my mother going to jail when I was a child.
child goes to Stacy's party, and were you glad to see her?
Oh, yes.
So you did get to see her then, all right?
It was the best birthday present I could have.
Right. Okay. So then on June 5th, there is a tribal court hearing where you file for visitation, Stacy and Jacob, and Waco and Alley are drug tested. They test positive for marijuana and are ordered to return to the tribal court on the 10th of July. On July 10th, the court convened. You weren't there, and the tribal court awards full guardianship of the child to Stacy and Jacob. Do you understand what that means?
My mother and Jacob are technically her parents now, I guess.
Yeah.
Have custody.
Your mother has gone to court and gotten a default judgment against you and gotten custody of your child. Here's what the documents say. Petitioners, Stacy and Jacob, that's their typo, not ours, are appointed the general co-guardian of the persons and estate of child, the name is blanked out, born January 25th, 2012. So they now have custody of your child. You don't.
And the answer, Dr. Phil, is for the parents, the natural parents, to show back up in tribal court where the jurisdiction is proper and tell the judge your side of the story and not to run away.
The answer is you are bullies.
I'm not a Native American.
And you're grinning ear to ear, and you have opened a can of worms you are going to wish you never opened, my friend. So you grin ear to ear, you grin ear to ear, and you get real proud of yourself because you ain't going to believe what happens next. You have just bullied your son, gone into court, and ripped the child away from him. And you've done it because these young kids are not smart enough to know that you don't defy the robes. You don't defy the bench. So they didn't show up, so of course the judge, the only thing they can do, they give a default judgment. And that default judgment will be flipped because I'll guarantee you there's going to be an investigation. And there is not a court in this land that is going to turn a child over to an uninvestigated guardian, and shame on you for pulling that trigger. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.